How do you know when you've met the right person for you? How do I know when I've met my soulmate? How do you know when you've met the love of your life, the person you're supposed to be with? How do you know when you've met the right person for you? Well, the answer to this is it's not about how you feel. It's not about, how does this person make you feel? Like, it's about how does this relationship affect your life? And this is the big thing that confuses a lot of people, and a lot of people sort of mess up on this, is because we tend to go with what feels good over what's good for our life. And what's good for your life is going to make you feel good too. The difference is heroin will make you feel good, but it will be detrimental to your life. Whereas, let's say, eating healthier, exercising, having good relationships will improve your life and in turn will make you feel better. So this isn't just about how do you know if you've met the right person, your soulmate for a relationship, or how do you know if you've met the right, the love of your life. This applies to everything in your life. The focus always has to be on, is this person, is this relationship making my life better? So is my life improving? Is my health improving? Is my mind improving? Is my spirit improving? Is my financial situation improving? Just, you can look down the list at every aspect of your life, whether it's body, mind, spirit, finances. What does body cover? It covers your health. So that's a simple question right there. Is this person, has your health improved since you've been with this person? Are you healthier? Are you more active? Or are you finding that this new relationship is doing the opposite, that it's detrimental to your health? Let's say you could be drinking more, you could be smoking more, you could be more decadent, you could be less active. Next up would be your mind. How's this new relationship affecting your mind? Are you growing as a person mentally? Are you learning new things? Are you expanding your horizons? Are you expanding yourself mentally? Are you learning things and being exposed to things that you've never been exposed to before? Or are you stagnating? Are you finding that the relationship you're in is not helping you grow mentally, right? So it could be that the relationship is making you feel good. Maybe the sex is amazing. Maybe it's not even about the sex. Maybe it's just you have fun with each other. But you could find that, yes, while it feels good and you're having a good time, that your health is deteriorating, your mind is deteriorating, and then lastly, your spirit. Your spirit is that energy, that power, that hope, that passion, that inspiration, the motivation, that all of that drive, that desire to live, that willpower, that what pushes us and what is energizing to us, all of those things. Is your relationship improving your spirit? Is it improving your connection to this world? Is it helping you with your spiritual growth? Or are you finding that the relationship is doing the opposite? It's thrusting you more into materialism, suffering, ego, the egoic way of living, which is, more fear-based, less love, less open-heartedness. So, as I'm sure you can tell, there's a lot that will go into your decision-making, and but once you know what to look for, and again, the root of it is very simple. It's really what to look for is this person improving your life? Is your life improving as a result of this relationship? Right? So, unfortunately, most of us, we're more about the quick, short-term happiness, and we ignore the long-term effects of those things that we're doing that are giving us that short-term happiness. Like heroin is a great example, or cocaine, or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of stimulants that not necessarily have to be that extreme. It can be anything. It can be coffee, it can be sugar, it can be sex, it can be smoking weed or consuming too much weed. By the way, on the topic of weed, so a lot of the people I work with, a lot of my clients, so weed is something that comes up a lot that happens to be quite detrimental to a lot of people's lives when it's not done correctly. So I would say to anyone out there who finding that you have difficulties, take a look at that and maybe go for a period of fasting. Take a break from the weed and see how that affects your life. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this way of looking at things doesn't just apply to have I found my soulmate or the love of my life, or have I found the right person to be with, but you can apply this to everything. You can apply this to the weed smoking, the pot. Is my relationship with pot, is weed making my life better? Or is it detrimental to my life, right? Perhaps it's not a thing that you have to completely cut out of your life, but reduce or bring into moderation. My relationship with weed has been quite a long relationship. I've been smoking since I was consuming weed since I was, in my teens, but I take breaks and I like to go without it for a long time because I'd like to do this deep into my old age. Smoking weed, consuming weed is one of those special things in my life. It's one of those things that I love and I don't want to ruin. Same with great food, same with sex, same with all the beautiful things that make life amazing. Don't want to ruin those things by doing them excessively. And again, I always ask that question, and I invite you guys also to ask that question to everything that's in your life. It could be, you could position it as, does this serve me? But, let's go into it. What does that actually mean? It means that, is this thing making your life better? Is your life improving as a result of what you're doing? Right? Simple as that. So I hope this helps. And to anyone out there, wondering, will you ever find your soulmate? Are you ever going to find someone who's right for you? I believe, and I've shared this in a lot of my videos, that we don't only have one soulmate out there, but we have hundreds of thousands, or at least thousands of soulmates. And it's just about putting yourself out there, but putting yourself out there in the right way. And what does that mean? It means do the things that you're interested in and be active. Go out there, show up. So if you're interested in dancing, go to dance classes, go to dance events, go to watch dance shows. If you're into jiu-jitsu or sports or rock climbing or painting or music or photography or cooking, explore those interests with more action. Showing up means putting yourself out there. Go out there and look for events and get yourself involved with the things that you're interested in, because that's where you're going to meet your soulmate. That's where you're going to meet the people who are right for you, that you connect with. Because just like you, they've made that effort to reach out, to find their tribe, to find their community. And that's what we're all doing. We're all building our tribe, one person at a time, one event at a time, one activity at a time. This is how we construct our existence, our personal life. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's a lifelong thing, and we'll find that things will come and go, but it's always malleable. It's always this thing that's being worked and just improved constantly. I read somewhere the other day, that happiness is very much linked to growth, which I can't agree with more. When we're growing, when we're productive, when we feel like we're achieving things, whether it's goals or targets, when we're growing and improving, even if it's physical, just simple physical growth, like training in the gym and then observing our growth, like whether your body is growing or whether your mind is growing, when you're more capable of doing things mentally. When we observe growth, we feel better. It's simple and it's beautiful and it's incredible, and we can all do it. We're all able to do this. We're all able to grow a little bit. And when we do grow in whatever it is that we put our attention to, the reward is that feeling. We feel so good. We feel a satisfaction because I believe genetically encoded within us, the reward is released because we're here to be productive. We're here to grow. We're here to improve. That's pretty much our purpose on earth. For anyone out there trying to figure out, well, what's the meaning of life? What are we here for? It's as simple as that. We're here to just improve and to grow and to get better and to be refined, to constantly refine ourselves. Through pain, through suffering, this is how we learn. So be very mindful of this. Is this relationship improving your life? I can refer to people that think they're in great relationships, but they're losing all their friends, they're losing all their relationships with their family, they're becoming isolated, their health is deteriorating as a result of their relationship, and look, in my book, and I think in a lot of people's books nowadays, a lot of us who are waking up, that's just not good enough. Like, what the point of a relationship is for two people to improve each other's lives, not to take away and to drain each other. Yes, of course, we're here to support each other. That's what a relationship is. It's two people supporting each other, but it's not about one person who needs the other, and it's just, one person is at the service of the other. I'm not going to make any blanket rules and say that that's a rule and it shouldn't be like that, because there's no rules. But in my books and in my beliefs, I believe that that's a toxic relationship, that's not something sustainable, and not only will it be detrimental to the two people in such an imbalanced relationship, but it will be detrimental to their environment, to their family, to their friends, and they're just going to radiate toxicity and pretty much be a beacon that's making the world a worse place. So it all starts with you. The world we live in, our environment, is a reflection of what's happening within ourselves. So when you take care of yourself, when you take care of your body, when you improve and grow in your body, when you take care of your mind and you improve and you are able to grow in your mind and in your spirit, it's not only that you're strengthening yourself, but you become like a well for all those that come in contact with you, whether it's your friends, your family, your pets, your home, your garden, your work, your car. All of these things are going to radiate and improve as a result of you being stronger, as a result of you having taken care of yourself. So some people can find it confusing when it comes to self-love, and they'll think, well, isn't that selfish for me to take care of myself? Not at all, because the best way to teach, the best way to be an inspiration for others, the best way to help others isn't by telling them what to do, isn't by even doing things for them, because they won't necessarily learn. The best way to help our environment and the people we love and care for is to be that model ourselves, is to do it ourselves, and we inspire people. When we do it ourselves, other people, they will wind up also getting up off their butts and looking after themselves as well. There's that saying, for any of you who haven't heard it, it's a great one. It's, you can you can give a person fish to feed their family or feed themselves, but it's better if you teach a person how to fish, and then they'll be able to always do it for themselves. So a lot of us givers out there, healers out there, we feel like it's our responsibility to give and to take care and to nurture people. Well, that's great, and yes, go out and do that. Set forth and heal as much as you can, but be smart about how you do it. Realize that if you're just going to be doing the work for others and physically giving to them, it's maybe not the smartest way to do it, and maybe you can work a little harder, work a little smarter, and realize that, hey, rather than me doing this, maybe I can make this person capable of doing it for themselves, which is a far greater gift to them. Even though they might not want that, they might want the easy solution of just give me, whatever it is you're going to, please cook for me, give me massages, give me the money, give me whatever. They might just want that, but in the long run, your awareness and enlightenment and intelligence has to come first, and you've got to understand that being smart, being enlightened means that you want them to be happier, and what's better for them is for them to be able to do it themselves, because then they'll have that satisfaction, they'll have that ability. And if for some reason you're afraid of that, well, then that's a question for you to realize that, well, do you give, do you heal, perhaps for selfish reasons? Some people do. They feel like, oh, they are needed. They feel that they have a purpose. So, it's deep, and awareness, self-awareness is important. There's nothing wrong with that being your purpose either, being a giver, a healer. It's a beautiful thing. But being aware so that what we're doing is healthy to ourselves and healthy to the people around us. So sending everybody out there all the very best. And if you're on the hunt for your soulmate, remember the way to do it all begins here. So make sure that what's inside you and your mind and your spirit and your body is healthy and is who you are, is a true reflection and expression of who you truly are. If you look at in the mirror and you think, this isn't really who I am, well, close your eyes for 60 seconds. This is a practice I do with my clients a lot, which is close your eyes for 60 seconds and visualize yourself giggling out of control. Visualize yourself confident, in peace. Visualize yourself how you're dressed, how you look in your ideal situation. It all starts with that image of yourself, and that's what you're going to create. That's what you're going to be. All right, so just to wrap it up one last time, focus not on how something or someone or a person makes you feel, but focus on how that someone or something affects your life, your health, your relationships. Is it improving your health? Is this person improving your relationships? Is your life becoming better as a result of this person? Are you becoming stronger, healthier? more energized, more motivated, more inspired, more intelligent, wiser, more patient, more loving, more caring? Or are you finding the opposite is happening, right? So I hope this video helps, and sending everybody out there all the very best. Adios for now.